Hey fam, Chi Chi here. Welcome back. I am going to be telling you my top winter fragrances. And wintertime, when I think of it, I want something a little bit more heavy, a little bit more spicy, a little bit, more than just your basic vanilla. I'm thinking sexy, sultry, just, And even just judging off the bottles that I picked, they're all black and dark and gold and really amber. So that's the vibe that I tend to go for in the winter time. And once you see which fragrances I pulled, you're gonna be like, yeah, that makes total sense. With the exception of one. It makes sense, but the bottle is completely different from what I pulled. But if you're new here, hey, I'm Chi Chi and I talk about all things lavish but logical. So if that's your sort of thing, go ahead, subscribe, make some friends in the comment section, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. If you saw my fall fragrances, you already know cherry was a big note for me, but now we're just gonna get even heavier with cherry. This is Bodacious from Boadicea the Victorious. This is a woody cherry. Think if you went cherry picking and you pulled that cherry right off the tree, that's this. You really, really smell the woody base. I ain't no hiding from it. It's just wood and cherries. Now, some of y'all probably like, I probably wouldn't enjoy that. Most people wouldn't, okay? I'll be the first one to admit it. But if you wanted something that was a bit thicker than Tom Ford Lost Cherry, this is something that you might want to try out. Some may even say that it leans a little bit more masculine. It's open to interpretation, but because it does have that woody base, I feel like it cuts through the cold air. Although Jersey hasn't been really like super cold this winter, I am not complaining. I am enjoying this 40-50 degree weather. But if it were to be 20 and 30 degrees out, this would be something that you would put on and brave the cold. So I really enjoy this. And then people don't like the bottle. I personally I like the design. Some girls be like, oh, it's so masculine. But I feel like even the cap, if I were to be mailing letters, I would put some wax on here and just stamp it. Like, so pretty. But this is a really nice cherry, a woody cherry that is a little bit different and carry you through. But if you want to keep it sultry and, dark and mysterious, oh, it's gonna be Venom of Love for me. This one is your chocolate cherry. Not a lot of people like that. I personally do. I like it because it's a nice mix of edible gourmand, but still perfume. And I want to lick myself. Okay? I just want to lick myself when I have this on. I have been swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed up? Yes, I've been swallowed up with this fragrance. And he don't even like cherry, so it was funny to hear that after the fact. But oh my goodness, I absolutely love this fragrance. It's just, I want to eat this. Just pop it in my mouth. It's sweet without being too sweet. It's sultry. This is a fragrance you wear when you want to be nuzzled up, okay? And you'll be like, what you got on? You'll be like, Venom of Love, got a little edible nature to it, I'm trying to help y'all out. But again, no. Well, all these fragrances, now, you ain't gonna like everything that I like, and that's perfectly fine. But when I just want to be like cute, not even cute, no. I want to be a little bit naughty. That's what I put on. Going in a completely different direction, we have Tabacalore by Christian Dior. Screwface, I know. It's like, girl, tobacco. And this is a very heavy tobacco fragrance. But if the sweetness of the honey ends up pulling on your skin and coming to the forefront, that's when this fragrance actually really shines. And that's what happens to me when I wear it. It's like, when I smell it in the air, even right now, I'm like, oh, God, this man, there's a whole, sir. But as it lingers on my skin, it starts to creep up with that sweet, sweet honey. And it doesn't get like overly sweet. It still maintains a little bit of a balance, leaning more masculine, but the sweetness that comes under this is just like, oh, okay, I get it. And, you know, every time I think of like a winter storm and I have to like go into work or something, put this on. Like, I just envision the scarf and then the snowflakes all on your face and you just walk in power. That's what this fragrance does for me. And it's such an unusual fragrance. Like, when I look at my collection, I'm like, everything is kind of like feminine, but not this masculine. This is hands down my most masculine fragrance, but I still like it. You know, I usually will add a vanilla right under it just to soften it up a bit, but there's something to Tabacalor that I'm just like, you know what? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. So that's why she on the list. Well, he on the list. He's got that deep voice. He goes on the list. But keeping with Dior, we have Vanilla Diorama. This is not your regular vanilla. This is almost like a vanilla custard. Like, do not think vanilla pod. Don't think of that. This has that creaminess to it, whereas like very dessert quality, but not the actual vanilla. It's creamy, a creamy vanilla dessert. I believe this is named after Mr. Dior's favorite dessert, and I believe it was some sort of creamy dessert. Wow, how many times you gonna emphasize creamy dessert, girl? Anywho, but it's not your average vanilla. That's all I'm trying to say. But the warmth of this, and ooh, I just want to eat this right on up. Oh my goodness. Like, I really, really enjoy it. Again, I like my vanillas with a little extra something. It's not like, okay, this is cupcake. No. I like it to have a little bit more of a, what's that? I kind of like it. So Vanilla Diorama really does that for me. When I talk about that, I always talk about Chris Collins' Sweet Taboo. I shouldn't like this fragrance. I really shouldn't. It's got coffee in it. But there's something about this on my skin. It is glorious. I had the pleasure of meeting Chris Collins a couple of years ago at Travaglia's fragrance party. And I wore this and I was back and forth with it. I was like, oh, I think this is cute. Sexy. It's grown. Definitely men approved, okay? In the sense of they can wear it. But if you are a bolder woman, give this a whirl. It's coffee. I want to say it's vanilla, cardamom. It's a spiciness to it, but not overly spiced. I think everything in here is well blended and balanced. And I just, I really, really enjoy this one. But y'all already know the layering combination I'm gonna do if you've been rocking with me. I mix Sweet Taboo with Vanilla Diorama. These two together are just magical. It gives it more of an edible vibe, but still maintaining that strength. I don't know what it is about these two. I guess it would be the equivalent. I guess it would be the equivalent of adding cream to your coffee. I don't know, child. But you know how it gets sweet and milky, but without the milk? Maybe just adding sugar to your coffee. Maybe that. But I don't want to say sugar. Vanilla creamer. It's vanilla creamer in your coffee, okay? But this two together, oh my, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I really love that combination. And I discovered it at that fragrance party. And when I tell you the way Travalia's neck snapped around and looked at me, I will never forget it. She was just like, okay. Every person who smelled it was like, yeah, you gotta get it. And you just smell so sexy. And edible. Just, there's something about it. If y'all have the two, do it. Just do it right now. Something different too. Let's change it up a bit, okay? This is my random one, but it makes sense. And that's from Tom Ford. This is Soleil Neige. This is a fantastic winter scent because it smells like lime, like snow. It sounds weird, but that's what it is. It's cold, but like zesty. If you're going to go skiing, being on the slopes, a little snow bunny action, but not really. You're really just out there to take pictures, and then you go back into, you know, the cabin and chill and get your hot chocolate on. That's what this is. This is pictures only, okay? We're not doing that, okay? We're like, okay, post it up with the skis, jeez. And then I'm going back inside. It's cold outside, but it's the crunch of the snow. If you're going inside and you don't want a hot beverage, you're like, ooh, fix me up something in a, you know, nice little short glass, and they present to you a big ice cube with the lime frozen into it, and it's yeah. And it's clean. It's just like, but it's not like a minty coolness. Nothing of that sort. But Soleil Neige just has a bright solar, like you just feel like you're outside on a freshly snowy day. It's super, super white out. The really, really bright. You got your ski goggles on. That's what it feels like, okay? But I really do like that. I tend to use it sometimes in the spring and summertime. But for wintertime, it's a nice departure from, you know, the deep and the dark, you know. Lighten it up, just a hair. That's all I'm trying to say. So that's why I like grabbing for that one. Cocoa Pebs, I'm gonna need you to fast forward just a little bit because we're gonna talk about a fragrance you don't like. Kayali Elixir 11. Listen, I like it. It smells like grapes. Well, not even grapes. It smells like grape soda to me. I don't know, like, it has sweetness to me. That's what it smells like to me. It does have a cherry note, but it comes off to me as like a grape soda. And I like it. If I'm looking for something that's a bit more juicy, but I don't want to go on like a Lost Cherry vibe, this is what I tend to reach for because of that juicy quality to it. It smells like soda. I don't know, but I really do like it. And it is more mature. It is very, very mature. And I think that's what I like about it, because I do find comfort in something that smells a bit older. It's like, oh, like I can totally see my grandmother wearing this. And she wasn't one of those, no, she was out here in these streets, okay? My grandmother on my dad's side. And for some reason, I could see her wearing this. And I don't know, it just brings me a little bit of joy, because it's like, she's still a little something, zipping it, zipping it. And that's the vibe I get. And then she lasts. And this is something that typically I wouldn't like, because I know there's patchouli in this, but I enjoy it for the winter time. This gives me a little bit more than juice. It gives me soda vibes, a little fizz. I like it because of that soda quality and that older woman. And she's a little bit more elegant. But she's gonna play you real hard. Another sexy, super sexy, oh my god, Givenchy l'Interdit Tuberose Sex. Like, why would you even do this? This is one of the deeper tuberose fragrances that I have, but it's still a little bit creamy, and I appreciate that. But there's something to this one where it's like, ooh, what you got on? Like, sultry. Now this is the Rouge edition. I think there's quite a few flankers, but this is the one that called out to me. I can't even tell you how the other 2 or 3 smell. All I know, I smelled this one and I said, baby, wrap this one up. There's just confidence and just about it. But because it's tuberose, it gives you the slightest like creamy floral. But I don't know what, this one, very, very sexy in my opinion. I was just like, ooh, okay. So this might be my second most masculine fragrance in my collection, and that is Nishane Ani. Even though this ginger opening is so strong, stings the nostrils, I do not and still do not enjoy the opening of this fragrance. However, if you can ride the wave, you will get to the most glorious vanilla that you have ever smelled. I don't know why they decided to have that sharp opening. I don't know, I don't care. But it smells like a vanilla cake. I just don't know how they did it. I don't like smelling this from the top. I don't, because every time I smell it from the top, I'm like, oh God, this needs to go out of my collection. Why do I have this? Girl, this is not you. But I'll spray it. And then I'll be like, you know what? You can stay. It smells like you're baking a cake. It smells so vanilla. Yes, that's a real word. But it's so good. It's one of those vanillas where it's just like, all right, I'm going to trust the process. This one, you gotta trust the process with this one. It's going to take you on a full-on journey, okay? But the destination, 1000% is worth it. I do use it, okay? And I'd be upset with myself. I tend to layer this with, now I layer Lyra on top of it so I can get to the base quicker. But Nishane Ani, I should have actually talked about that layering combination. Hold on. Hopefully I won't knock over my bottles. I will give you a bonus layering combination. Nishane Ani with Lyra from Xerjoff. This one is a lemon pound cake, like everybody else says. Sometimes I still pick up Citronella Candle, okay? But if you enjoy the base of this, but don't like the opening, try layering these two together. It'll get you there quicker, okay? All right, this is the express train for layering combinations. But I really did enjoy that combination. Perhaps the sexiest vanilla in my collection. Y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Initio Absolute Aphrodisiac. Oh boy. This vanilla, if you can get over that castoreum note and truly appreciate this fragrance, damn, this is sexy. It is intoxicatingly good. Not a lot of people like it. I believe I sent a little sample to my college roommate, and she said this smells like a grandma. I'm like, I don't know where she getting that from. This is no granny I've ever met, but she is the epitome of dark romance. Just leather, stockings, black pumps, just a short skirt, all black, just some sort of lingerie like top, leather jacket, just this bad. This is bad in the the sexiest vanilla I've ever owned. Like, car alarms go off just talking about it. But when I was comprising my fragrances for fall, right, I was spraying, you know, which vanillas would be more appropriate for fall, which ones would be for winter. So I ended up spraying this one. I'm like, oh yeah, this one definitely gives me more fall vibes. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I sprayed like 2 or 3 other ones. And I sat at my desk, and the entire afternoon I'm like, what is that glorious smell? And I'm like, hold on, I gotta figure out what just happened here. Thank goodness I have a pretty decent nose. And I was like, hold on, I think I've sprayed this one. And that this one was Tom Ford Vanille Fatale. And I'm like, ooh, this vanilla is so good. However, there was something that was happening to my body when I mixed these two together. When I tell you, I flooded my own basement off the smell of this. Child, this layering combination is lethal. Wear with caution. I wanted to devour my damn self up. And oh, this is nasty. I gotta get my thoughts together. These two vanillas put together, let me tell you, all afternoon, I could not concentrate. I couldn't concentrate. I was just here. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I am salivating right now. That is desire. I want to be wanted the way that combination just hit me, okay? Oh. Like, my heart is racing right now. There is no reason that this combination hits the way it does. It is not for the faint of heart. If you think this is gonna be foo-foo-la, oh my gosh. No, this ain't for y'all. This is for the bold. This is for the people who want that little extra. Okay? I shouldn't even put this on. It cuts through the cold. It's warm enough to be like, come here. Bring it over. That's the vibe I have with this. Honestly, a man could pull that one off too. And if a man approached me wearing that combination, I'm gonna need your blood type. Hell, shit, what do you want from me, sir? Like, sultry, seductive, mysterious, provocative, the filth that goes on up here. That's what that is in that fragrance. Absolute vanilla fatale. aphrodisiac, and I'm not even mad about it. If you have those two, layer it, call me back, girl. Let me know how that is. Tell me some more of y'all winter layering combinations. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.